What's up everybody? Moving on to the next example. We have this piecewise function f of x here, and from that piecewise function we have to find four different things. F of 1, the limit as x approaches 1 from the negative side of f of x, the limit as x approaches 1 from the positive side of f of x, and then the limit as x approaches 1 of f of x. And as I mentioned, whenever you get a piecewise function, you always want to try to graph it. So this represents the graph of this function here. So for any x values less than 1, it's represented, the y values are represented by 1 over x, which is right here. It's basically a reciprocal function, and up to that point 1, there's going to be a hole because it's not defined at that x value of 1. So any x values less than 1, the y values are defined by that 1 over x graph. At an x value of 1, the function is defined at a y value of -2, so I represented it by that coordinate right there, that point. And then for any x values greater than 1, it's represented by the line x plus 2. And notice how there's a hole there as well, because at an x value of 1, it's not defined. But any x values greater than 1, the y values are defined by that x plus 2 line. And now that we have the graph, we can solve these four different things pretty easily. So let's do the first one, f of 1. Well, f of 1 is the y value that the function is actually defined at, and f of 1 is equal to -2. That's where the function is defined at an x value of 1. So f of 1 is equal to -2. What about the limit as x approaches 1 of the function from the negative side? So as we approach this x value of 1 from the negative side, the y value is approaching 1. Because if we take 1 divided by 1, we would get a y value of 1. So as on this function, as we approach this x value of 1 from the negative side, the y value is approaching 1. So that limit is equal to 1. Third part, the limit as x approaches 1 from the positive side of this function. So as we approach this one from the positive side, this is where it's going to be on this line. Notice how the y value is going to approach 3. So this limit is equal to 3. And now they're asking, what's the limit as x approaches 1 of the function? Well, we said in the overview video that the limit as x approaches a is equal to a value only if it approaches that value from both the left side and the right side. But notice how when we approach 1 from the left side, it's approaching that y value of 1, and then when we approach it from the right side, it's approaching that y value of 3. So because it's approaching two different values from both sides, we say that this limit does not exist. So I'll just put that as DNE, does not exist. So even though these one-sided limits exist, because they're different, the limit as x approaches 1 does not exist. And you can see that it doesn't exist from the graph as well. As we approach this 1 from both the left side and the right side, notice how we're approaching two different y values. So the limit as x approaches 1 of this function does not exist. Yo, what's up guys? Thanks for checking out my channel. Hopefully you got some value from the video you just watched. If you did get some value, big favor to ask you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Any questions, any recommendations on things you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments section. Also check out the description box below for links to material and content related to the video you just watched. Peace out.